I'm sure as a property manager, you have faced this yourself one day in, day out, answering the same questions all day, every day, day after day, which takes a lot of your time and effort, obviously. And in property management, obviously, there's a lot of turnover of staff. There's a lot of new people joining that you have to onboard all over again, afresh, and give them all this new context from scratch. Not as effective, not as efficient, and leaves a lot of scope for errors. Sometimes it's you answering the question, sometimes it's somebody doing that on your behalf. Maybe they don't have all the information, maybe they misremember something, maybe they misremember the location of some information. I firmly believe is one of those things that you should automate now if you have not already. It's one of those things that should not be taking your precious time because your time is needed elsewhere. That's a lot more important, a lot more valuable, right? Which is creating sort of like a property brain, creating a second brain, somebody to answer the questions with accuracy and speed. Somebody who's available all the time to answer the questions. So to create this property brain, we're going to use NotebookLM. If you have not used it before, I highly recommend it for one very specific reason. No hallucinations. So NotebookLM is basically a closed box you create. It will not refer to any information that exists outside of this box. The information that you give to it, that's the only information it will refer to give you the answers, right? Let's see that in action. So one of the ways we thought that you could really use this is taking all of this information that you might have in disparate spaces. For instance, check-in, check-out instructions. You might have somewhere information about maintenance, local guide, where, what recommendations to make to people. And you're not managing a single property. Likely, if you're tuned into the webinar today, you're managing many. So now that scale that number up to all these different properties you're managing, all these things you need to keep tab of, all the information that's flying about all these properties that you're managing. Now, I would like to acknowledge your property management system, your PMS, may be offering something like this already, but we know that not all PMSs do at the moment. If your PMS is not offering something like that at the moment, this is something you can do right now, okay? And at least until they begin to offer. Or you could use it in a different context. We'll find out, right? So here's what I've done. I've created a few different, I've created my own data in terms of like, okay, here's an example property, right? Here's the overview of the property, which is this file contains information about the address, the number of bathrooms, bedrooms, smoking policy, the description, how many it sleeps, the kitchen equipment, etc. So this is where you will find information about the property. Then I have another document which has check-in and check-out instructions, keys, access, checklist before people arrive, before guests arrive, outdoor areas, and such. Then I have another one with house rules. And also just to don't look too closely at any of these files because I did use AI to create them. But they are a really good approximation of information, the kind of information each of these files would contain, right? In house rules, you want check in, check out. What happens if you have to check in early, you have to check out late? What's the maximum occupancy, quiet hours, and such? So like this, I've created 3 sample documents, right? And these could be I have them on Google Drive, but they can be on your computer. They don't have to be on Google Drive. And then I would go to notebooklm.google.com and hit create new notebook. Right? And so this is the first screen that you see. It has nothing yet, right? When you create a notebook, you first have to specify what is the source of information, right? This is a notebook that will have all this information, but where is this information coming from? So I'm going to add a source. Now, you can add a web source if you want, but in this particular case, I don't want it to search the web when looking for answers to my questions. I only want it to refer to one folder, only my files, and that's it, nothing else. So I click on Drive, and I go to the folder where I have all these different files saved that I just showed to you. We go to Okay, so this is where we have them saved. I just pick these 6 files that I created and click on Insert. Right. Let it process. You will notice that once it has uploaded the files, it's also going to name the notebook. Now, it's not only uploaded the files, it's already processed everything that's inside those files and named the notebook based on what it has seen. So it says Blue Horizon House, which is the name of the property that all these files are for in this example. Comprehensive Management and Guest Operations Manual. Obviously, that's quite a mouthful. You don't have to name it that. You can name it whatever you like. Whoops. You can name it whatever you like. Or in your case, it's likely that you will have many, many more files about many, many properties. So you just name it your property management company, your brand name, and that's also fine. Now, so what it has created is a notebook, is a brain that will answer any question that has to do with all these files that I just added there, right? So if any questions about check-in and check-out time, house rules, local area guide, maintenance, etc., it will answer that without hallucinating the answers. So let me go ahead and ask, guess say the AC is not working. Big problem, right? Especially in this heat. Let's see what it has to say about the problem. Now here the scenario is someone who's actually looking after the property at the moment, who's managing the property physically on the ground for you, has run into this problem, and now they don't know what to do. And they start calling people. Instead of calling you, they can simply go and ask this question to this notebook. Here's the response. If guests report that the AC is not cooling, there are several first response troubleshooting steps you should perform or guide the guests through. So you check the thermostat, the breaker box, the batteries, and if none of the troubleshooting resolves the issue, so first it tells you what you can do, right? But if that does not solve the problem, then who you need to contact. Again, their standard line, their number, and their emergency number. And it also tells me when you call, note that there is an annual service contract in place with them. So they will already have the system's record on file. So you know who to call, what your agreement is with them, and who can help in this situation, right? It also tells you what not to do in the scenario. All maintenance is coordinated through this particular vendor. So don't contact the owners directly for this issue. You only need to notify the primary owner. And this is now. This is an answer based on files I already gave to NotebookLM. Now, okay, so let's just ask another follow-up question that it has already suggested. How do I notify Susan if the repair cost is high? Because in this case, we've clarified that someone has to be notified if the repair goes over a certain amount. Let's see. If a repair estimate exceeds $300, you must notify Susan immediately to get her approval before proceeding with any work. And it tells us what text message to send, when not to send it, when to send it, what information to provide, how to behave in your text, and what is the next steps, right? So a really quick way for me to have answers to any questions about any properties that this brain has information about, right? And the great thing about AI is you can really add a ton of data. You don't have to hold back. You don't have to limit yourself to only information about 10 properties or 15. You can plug them all into one brain and it'll answer questions about that property based on what you have clarified. Now, just for a quick test, I would love to ask it a question that I know the answer to is not in the data that I provided. So I want to ask it, where is the nearest airport? All right, I'm sorry, but the provided sources do not contain any information about the nearest airport to the property. Now, another AI tool in this case will do what? Will default to web search to find this information elsewhere based on the address that you've given for the property, right? not here, because there are some things that you don't want to say. You've already established a process, a standard operating protocol, and you want all your employees to adhere to that to avoid any liability, to avoid any problems that you've already seen before, right? You don't want to live through the same problems. And an easy way to make sure that they are following everything is to just share the link of this notebook. All right, add your team members here, share the link of this notebook to whoever is joining your team so that they have all the information on their fingertips. Yeah, so I hope that's been helpful for you. This is not a really high effort kind of a thing to make. If you already have this information flying about somewhere, do it now. And hopefully that will reduce the number of questions that come your way every single season.